Hello, everyone. Coach Sabina here. So, first of all, I would like to apologize for my voice and my tone, the way I sound today. Um, it was important for me to record this video today because I promised that I would. And I'm really sorry about my voice. I was in Salt Lake City with my 10-year-old who happened to have bouldering nationals climbing. He's doing that. He's in a team, and he qualified to go to nationals. And two of us went together this past weekend. We spent there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and there were like over 300 competitors, and it was pretty amazing. All these kids were super cool. I was rooting for my son. I was rooting for the kids on his team, which were additional 6 kids. And then I was also rooting for all the other kids because they were so awesome. So anyway, I'm really sorry about my voice. But today I would like to actually talk to you about the sleep and the importance of sleep. And here it is. It's 9 o'clock in St. Louis. So I'm going to record this short video and I'm going to go to bed. So anyway, I am going to... First of all, I need to minimize this screen, and I also need to share my screen so you can see my PowerPoint. Hopefully you can see it right now. Yes, and I'm going to put it into this mode. Anyway, so welcome. So 10 steps to better sleep. So there's a reason why people talk about sleep and the beauty sleep. Because it is important for your overall well-being, how you feel, the mood, the skin, and everything is actually dependent on your sleep. It is very important, and this is one of those things that is very dear to me because this was one of the things that I really had to work on hard to work on my sleep pattern and how I treat my body. It was another one which was also correlated to the sleep because I did not sleep very well and I had to improve that. And when I did improve my sleep, then everything else improved. My health improved, my skin improved, my mood improved, everything. So we'll go over that right now, and I will give you some tips and pointers. So and I can see that I already misspelled something, so I am sorry about that. As always. Beauty. Okay, so anyway, so beauty rest goes beyond rest. So it is not just for you so you can rest. It is for your body. So what that means, it means that your brain and body perform tons of different steps at night to keep you feel rested, repaired, renewed, and functioning, right? That's an important word, functioning, because I am sure you have felt that before when you did not get enough sleep, that you were not functional at work or whatever you were doing that day. So 10 steps to better sleep, the beauty sleep. Have a bedtime schedule and stick to it. This is a tough one for a lot of people, and I was one of them. I really do have to say that and admit it. I was one of them. But once you stick and once you create the schedule, like you give yourself time and you say, I am going to bed at 10, 10:30, 11 at the latest, then that's your time frame. From 10 to 11:30, it's your time frame that you're trying to go to bed on time. But if you have to get up early, then what you really have to back it out so you can figure out your 7 to 8 hours that you need to sleep. So if you have to get up at 6 o'clock, then I would say you really need to go to bed by 10 o'clock so you can get your 8 hours of sleep, because it's going to take you a couple of minutes to fall asleep. So eliminate coffee after 9 a.m. And I know a lot of you will go kind of panic here and say, oh my God, I cannot eliminate my coffee. What I'm saying, it is okay for you to have coffee in the morning, but I know a lot of people who have it after 10 o'clock in the morning, who have it at noon, and who have it in the afternoon. It takes about 12 hours for your body to get rid of the coffee and the caffeine that you had put in your system. So if you take it, let's say, at the latest at 9 in the morning, then you have enough 12 hours to eliminate it out of your system before you hit the bed. Okay? So try to think about that. Turn off gadgets 1 hour before bed. This is a tough one for a lot of people for many reasons, because we have so many gadgets now these days, right? We got iPhones, we got iPads. A lot of people have TV in their room, which is a bad thing. But if you allow your body to not have any kind of light from these gadgets 1 hour before you go to bed, your melatonin levels will actually increase. Your body will increase those levels and you will be able to fall asleep. But all this screen time, like even what I'm doing right now, is actually preventing my body from creating that melatonin so I can go to bed and fall asleep quickly. So another reason, number 4, dim lights 15 to 30 minutes before bed. You really do want to dim lights, and I would encourage you to look at your curtains and your blinds. I don't know what you have in your room, but you really need to make sure that you have complete darkness in your room to stop any extra stimulation from lights and light sources. So that's very important. So try to stick to dimming the lights if you can 30 minutes before you fall asleep. You can also try golden milk. That's basically a milk and not a cow milk. I would not recommend cow milk. I would recommend almond milk, unsweetened coconut milk, or any kind of nut milk besides cow milk. So you take the milk, you put turmeric, which is the spice, you know, the yellow spice that everybody's talking about and how wonderful it is for your body. So you take that spice, basically a powder form, you put it with your milk once the milk is warmed up, and you use like a little, you can whisk it with the kitchen utensil, or you can put it in a blender. If you have a blender, that might be even better. So warm up your milk, put it in a blender, and put 1 teaspoon of powder of that turmeric powder. You can put some honey or maple syrup just for a little bit for taste, so it's not, so it gives you a little bit of a sweetness, and black pepper. So what you want to do, you want to take fresh pepper and put it in your grinder and grind it into your milk. It's wonderful for you, and it really does help. I've done that so many times, and it really does support you to fall asleep a lot quicker. So I will share a recipe later throughout our journey on how you can do that, but you can also Google it too. And number 6, try and explore essential oils. There is one that I use by doTERRA, actually 2 of them. Lavender, which is wonderful for you because it has calming effects, and it's wonderful for your skin, since we're talking about the beauty and sleep and skin here. And the other one is Serenity, and it's by doTERRA company. I highly recommend that because it's such a wonderful calming, it's almost like a perfume, and I actually use it as a perfume because I don't use any kind of perfumes. I use essential oils for that. So I would just put it here, a couple drops around my neck. When you want to go to bed, what you can do, you can also put it on your hands so you can inhale it and smell it. You can put it in the diffuser. So there are a couple other essential oils that you can try, but those 2 are highly recommended for a lot of people because they're so mild and they're really calming oils. So the other item you can do, 7, you can consider doing like a sauna or a hot bath with the essential oils. So and some of the oils that I would say, frankincense is another one that is wonderful because it's also calming and it provides spirituality. It's used in a lot of churches for that reason. Bergamot is another oil. And if you're not sure about any of these oils, please post it in the comments after I upload this video to our Facebook page. Post it in the comments if you would like to know more about the oils that I'm talking about. Lavender and Serenity, which is doTERRA's blend, that it's strictly for, to keep you calm, to keep you, feeling good, and help you with anxiety and stress. So you could also consider doing breathing exercises. There are tons of information out there, but the breathing exercises are wonderful. And I am a yoga instructor, so I know quite a bit about it. You can do calming exercises. You have to be careful which ones you choose. There are certain ones that are like stimulating, and they will make you feel energized, and they will make you feel better. And there are those that are actually calming. So you really need to be careful which one you can Google and find out. But actually, what I can do, I can share a link so you guys can see the link in the comments later of what I recommend. And another one is don't exercise at night. I know a lot of people would probably say, oh my God, that's the only time I get to exercise. Here's the thing, and especially for women, if you exercise at night and you notice that after that you are not able to sleep, then what you are doing, you're raising your cortisol level by pumping your adrenaline. And when you raise your cortisol level, then the cortisol level is preventing you from sleeping, actually, because the cortisol level should be climbing in the morning and then declining at night. But for a lot of people, because of a chronic stress and not sleeping and all of that, a lot of women and some men have increased cortisol levels, which is the hormone that it does the stress, that it does fight and flight system. You know how people say that, you have that hormone that it helps you, realize that you're in danger so you can run. And that's how these, adrenalines and chemicals start pumping in your body. Well, that's actually what happens to you when you are exercising at night. And it's not for everybody. So I was one of those people that I had to learn that the exercise is not for me, and I cannot do it at night. I can do it in the morning, throughout the day, but not at night. The only exercise that I can do, and I'm sure you, if you have cortisol problems, would be probably yoga and the breathing exercises, specifically yoga that is calming to your body, like a lot of stretching and doing different mild exercises of yoga, a low impact, as opposed to something that it's a power yoga where it gets your heart pumping and it gets that adrenaline pumping and then increases your cortisol. So that's just a little bit on the don't exercise at night, okay? And then the 10, I want to emphasize, and I cannot emphasize this enough, stick to your sleep schedule. So if you decide that you want to try this, try it for 10 days. Put yourself on a schedule. Go to bed every night at 10 o'clock and see what happens to you. And I guarantee that you will feel better. And here are some of the reasons why. So, benefits of the good sleep. It will keep your heart healthy, right? Everybody wants that. It will reduce your stress levels. And I guarantee, because this was my top one priority, working on my stress levels and trying to decrease my cortisol at night. It may help you lose weight. So you will actually crave less foods. I don't know if you notice, when you don't sleep well, the next day you're probably starving and eating a ton of food because your body is trying to put it back in the balance, because you didn't sleep enough and your body is trying to balance it out. So next time when you don't sleep, or if that happened recently to you, try to remember, were you eating a lot that day? And I'm sure you did. So the good sleep will also help you reduce the inflammation. And inflammation is actually not a good thing for us. There's tons of research out there talking about it, how inflammation is actually really bad for our health. And it is. Inflammation is actually a silent killer, and inflammation is a cause number one for heart disease. It's not the cholesterol levels. Cholesterol levels might be contributing to it, but the number one for heart disease is silent inflammation in your body. And what do I mean by silent? I mean the inflammation that you don't feel. You don't know that it's there, but you have it in your body. It's in your cells, okay? And it's destroying you, and it's causing all these chronic illnesses in your body. The other kind of inflammation, which is not silent, is arthritis. That's another example of inflammation in your body. But why am I saying it's not silent? Well, it's not silent because you have pain. That's one of the symptoms of that inflammation. it causes you pain. Your hands don't work as well, your fingers don't work as well, and all of that. So I'm sure you have somebody who has arthritis and you know what I'm talking about. So the good sleep will actually make you happier, cheerful, and in a better mood. And it certainly will. It really does help with the mood drastically. And it will even help with the anxiety, depression, and any kind of issues that you may have on that side. So the good sleep actually helps your liver function properly, and it's allowing your liver to repair itself. So the important cycle for liver, actually, according to the Ayurvedic practice, is between 10 p.m. and 2 o'clock in the morning. And let's say you go to bed at 2:30, you actually miss that window for your liver to repair. And somebody asked me the other day and said, well, how does your liver know what time it is, you know? Well, I don't think it's really related for the time so much as you going into a sleep and allowing your body those first couple hours to really work on your liver. And the liver does all the jobs that it needs to detoxify your body. I don't think it's really per se related to the timing itself, but I think liver has a certain number of time at night that it performs this function. But if you're not sleeping enough, and if you don't go to bed at 10 and you get up at 6 or 7 and you don't get those 7 to 9 hours, which is recommended for the adult, then I would say that you need to work on that one. So the good sleep will actually make you more alert. You will feel more focused, and you might even feel more productive at work. So I'm pretty sure that if you don't sleep on regular basis, that you know what I'm talking about and what that actually means to your alertness, focus, and production. So, and like I mentioned earlier, it may help with your depression or anxiety if you have anxiety. Not sleeping enough and the side effects of that. Weight gain, a top one, right? Everybody wants to lose weight. Everybody wants to be slim. Everybody wants to be, feeling good with their body. Well, here's the number one, what you can do. Go to bed and sleep 8 hours. Leptin, which is satiety hormone, is reduced actually, which is in charge of controlling your appetite. So low leptin means more hunger. So what you want to do, you really want to promote that sleep, and you want to improve your sleep cycle in order to keep that leptin in normal levels so you don't feel hungry throughout the day. Sorry. So one of the side effects is higher risk for illness. And without enough sleep, your body is really prone to more stress. You feel more edgy. You feel more stressed out when you don't sleep. And I know that firsthand. Immune system doesn't function at optimal level, which could lead to illness, cold, and flu. And this is true. Like, I have been working on my sleep for a couple of years now, and I have been sticking to my schedule. And this is the first winter that I have not gotten sick at all. And everybody in my family has, but I have not. Which tells me that the sleep pattern and the sleep schedule that I have, my immune system has improved. Chronic stress leads to increased heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. So not getting enough sleep really does impact your health, and it does make you at higher risk for illnesses. And it can also impact your emotional struggles. So it can affect your mood and emotions because it can fluctuate up and down depending how much sleep you had. And it also, it will increase the feelings of anxiety, stress, sadness, and anger, which is a pretty big one for people. So what happens when you sleep? Internal organs rest and recover. For example, your tissue repairs and muscle growth. Hormones are released to help regulate the appetite, stress, growth, and metabolism. So if you think you have a low metabolism, maybe the sleep is the problem. If you think that your appetite is a little bit different than what it was, maybe you should look at your sleep as well. And what else happens when you sleep? Memory storage occurs, allowing space for new memories. So your brain actually works quite a bit at night, trying to process all the information that you collected throughout the day, like, from reading articles, listening to videos, listening to podcasts, music, talking to people, processing things all night. The brain is trying to put things in the storage and making more space for other memories the next day. So, so before we actually finish this video, I wanted to share one thing. So all of this is actually everything that I had covered tonight regarding the sleep is related to your body. It's related how you feel inside, which will show all of that on your skin. So if you are not sleeping enough, then you are putting your body and yourself at higher risk for illness. You are actually causing your skin to look different, lifeless, basically. I don't know if you had seen a lot of women or people who actually have a wonderful skin and you're like, oh my God, look at that skin. That skin is amazing. Well, here's the proof of that. So this weekend when I was in Salt Lake City, I did sleep good because my toddler was not there. So I finally managed to have some really decent, nice sleep. But I had a lot of activities in every day because we were booked, with all these competitions and things and events and whatnot, and we wanted to see everything and everybody. We actually were up from 8 o'clock in the morning all the way till 9 o'clock. We were active and doing things, which is quite a lot. That's a lot of stuff to do in one day. So, and on top of it, traveling there and coming back home and all of that caused me to get this big red inflamed zit here. So that tells me that even though I slept good, but I was so active and I had so much going on in those 4 days, and I had done so much stuff, and I was screaming and yelling, and I was under stress when my son was competing, that it really caused me to get this. So when I say that your sleep is important for your health, and the sleep and reducing the stress is important for your skin, I hope you will believe me that. So before I take off, I wanted to make an announcement about USANA's promotion right now, which actually applies to Celavive, the skincare that we all know about. So my box actually came in while I was away. I ordered 3 kits because they were on sale, and I wanted to have enough so I can share samples and all that. And right now, if you purchase the kit, it comes with this wonderful cosmetic bag. And I want to get it open. Oh my God, it's beautiful. It's just really cool. Look at it. I love it. I really do. So it comes with this. So you get this freebie when you order this wonderful kit. And I want to get it out with the little tissue that comes. It comes with a little tissue. It says Celavive, and the products are right here. So what do I have? Let's see. I have USANA Celavive Vitalizing Serum. I have Protective Day Lotion. This is the foam, the cream foam for cleansing, step 1. This is Replenishing Night Gel, which is absolutely wonderful. So I'm excited. Perfecting Toner. It's right here in this beautiful box. Hydrating Eye Essence. It goes like under your eyes right there for puffy eyes. Because I had a post earlier today about the puffy eyes. So anyway, so that's all the things I've gotten. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things that you get. And you also get the instructions card about Salaviv. But this is really, really nice. And like I said, I have ordered 3 more. And this was actually all on the promotion, so I got it for my spa parties, which I'm going to be holding soon with some of my friends and people I meet. And this is what I ordered for me. So it's the vitalizing serum. I should probably open that. Vitalizing serum. And it comes in a pump like this, and you just pump it out. You pump like 4 times on your palm of your hand, and then you apply it on your skin. It's wonderful. And then the other one is the eye essence, which is what we all need, especially for those of you who have toddlers like me. And there are nights when I don't get a full night's sleep just because I have to take care of him. And then this is the eye essence. And what I love about it is this applicator. Look at that. It's just stunning, beautiful. It actually just fits right here, right under your eyes there. And it's perfect just for that. I love this design. It's really nice and slick. So anyway, hopefully this was fun for all of you. I hope it was educational. Again, I'm really sorry about my voice, but I really wanted to record this video because I said I would. And I hope you enjoyed the information that I have provided. So if you do have any questions, please post it in the comments on our Facebook page, and I would be happy to answer them. Have a great night, and we'll chat soon. Ciao.